When imitation becomes reality. A perfect mirror creates a perfect reflection. The image appears so identical to the original that the distinction between the two begins to disappear. Human civilization is filled with imitation. Miniature replicas of famous monuments decorate our homes. Famous brands are copied into cheaper versions. Melodies are reused across generations. Actors imitate personalities and bring fictional worlds to life. Imitation surrounds us everywhere, but imitation also creates a strange psychological problem. When the copy becomes convincing enough, people stop seeing the difference between the original and the imitation. And that is where perception begins to change reality itself. An interesting question now arises. Does the reflection possess any identity of its own? When we admire the beauty of a reflection, who truly deserves the praise? The reflection itself, or the original source being reflected? To understand this, imagine an actor portraying a ruthless criminal so perfectly that the audience begins to hate the character intensely. Who is the audience emotionally reacting to? The criminal or the actor portraying him? In a perfect reflection, the mirror itself disappears from attention. The audience no longer sees the medium, they see only the image being projected. The only quality that truly belongs to the mirror is its ability to reflect accurately. A defective mirror creates a distorted image. An unskilled actor creates an unconvincing performance. But when the reflection becomes perfect, every emotion generated by the portrayal gets transferred to the original image being represented. Imagine receiving a miniature replica of the Taj Mahal as a gift. Every detail is beautifully crafted. What exactly are you admiring? The replica itself, or the beauty of the original monument that the replica faithfully represents? The replica earns appreciation only because it successfully carries the qualities of the original. The reflection does not own the beauty it displays, it merely transfers it. And this leads us to the most important question: how does imitation influence public perception of the original? To understand this, let us build a simple symbolic model. Each situation will contain three elements. First letter equals actual identity. Second letter equals visible appearance. Third letter equals behavioral pattern. For example, DLL means a donkey that looks like a lion and behaves like a lion. Using this framework, we can explore how portrayal changes public perception. First, let us establish two symbolic personalities. Imagine a lion. A lion represents strength, dominance, courage, and power. Calling someone a lion is considered praise because those qualities are admired. Now imagine a donkey. A donkey symbolizes weakness, foolishness, fearfulness, and ridicule. Calling someone a donkey is usually considered insulting because those qualities are socially undesirable. Using these two symbolic personalities, we can now analyze four different forms of portrayal. 1. DLL. Donkey looks like lion, behaves like lion. A donkey wears the skin of a lion. Everyone believes it is truly a lion. It walks like a lion, roars like a lion, behaves exactly like a lion. People fear and respect it because they experience the image of a lion. In this case, the lion is not ridiculed. The audience experiences only strength, majesty, and power. Rule: DLL. A weak personality portraying a powerful image convincingly does not damage the image being portrayed. 2. DLD. Donkey looks like lion, behaves like donkey. Again, a donkey wears the skin of a lion, but this time it behaves foolishly. It eats grass nervously, kicks wildly, cries out like a donkey. People still believe they are watching a lion, but now they see what appears to be a foolish, cowardly lion. In this situation, the image of the lion is damaged. The audience begins associating weakness and stupidity with the lion itself. Rule: DLD. When an inferior personality imitates greatness poorly, the original image becomes ridiculed. 3. LDD. Lion looks like donkey, behaves like donkey. Now imagine a real lion hiding beneath a donkey's skin. Everyone believes it is merely a donkey, and it behaves exactly like one. People mock it, ignore it, and dismiss it. But notice something important. The lion itself is not being ridiculed, because nobody experiences any lion. In public perception, appearances often become more influential than reality itself. Rule LDD. A great personality hidden behind an ordinary image does not damage greatness, because the greatness is never perceived. 4. LDL. Lion looks like donkey, behaves like lion. Now imagine the same lion still trapped beneath a donkey's skin, but this time it roars with confidence. It displays courage, strength, and authority. People are shocked. What appears externally weak suddenly displays extraordinary qualities. In this situation, neither the lion nor the donkey is degraded. Instead, both images rise. The lion retains its greatness, and the donkey image becomes unexpectedly dignified. Rule LDL. When greatness emerges through humble appearance, both the original and the portrayal become elevated. Practical examples. Now, let us apply this model to real-life situations. A child portraying Krishna in a school costume competition. The child respectfully imitates the qualities associated with Krishna. Model DLL. The original image is not harmed. A professional mimicry artist imitating famous actors or celebrities respectfully. The performance successfully recreates the admired personality. Model DLL. The celebrity image remains intact. A stage performer dressed as Shiva but behaving foolishly or cowardly. The audience sees the image of Shiva associated with stupidity or fear. Model DLD. The portrayed image becomes ridiculed. A great violinist disguised as a poor street performer. Externally ordinary, internally extraordinary. Model LDL. Both humility and greatness become elevated together. A divine being appearing in ordinary human form and living like an ordinary human. The public experiences humanity, not divinity. Model LDD. The divine image remains untouched because it is never perceived directly. Portrayal shapes perception, perception shapes emotional reality, and emotional reality often becomes stronger than truth itself. Because human beings do not respond merely to what something is, they respond to what they believe they are experiencing. That is the hidden power of imitation. Rule LDD. A great personality hidden behind an ordinary image does not damage greatness, because the greatness is never perceived.